Hello, this is Kuku. I'm right here in the United States of America at the NAMM Show 2024. I'm at Korg's booth and I'm here with Luke from Korg and with Ebon. And they're showing a brand new synthesizer today. It's also not brand new, but also very old.
It's very old and very new at the same time, yeah. Very excited to be able to present this for the first time, and it's a recreation and a completely authentic recreation of our original PS3300 from the late 70s, originally launched in 1977. It's one of those legendary synthesizers that people have coveted for many, many years, and we're very proud to bring it back.
That's so cool. I have no prior experience with this synthesizer, but just looking at this, I can feel there is so much that must be under the hood, and then you explain to me that actually there's much more than what you think, because it's polyphonic to the extreme.
I mean, yeah, from that era especially, you just wouldn't expect to find a synthesizer as powerful as this, with full polyphony on each of the three oscillators, if you like. You've got three modules which each have 49 notes, I think, of polyphony. So
every note on the keyboard has its own
sound. If you play all of the keys together, they will all play.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get any polyphony issues or any dropout or anything. It's just a magical experience to play. Yeah.
Cool. When you decide on recreating such a legendary synth, what goes through the team's mind and the management, and how do you decide on actually going for this? Because this is not a simple little project.
No, definitely not. The first thing is we're very blessed because we have the original designer still at Korg, Fumio Maeda. So, and he's a bit of a legend in the synth community as well. So it's great to have had he's kind of overseen the project, and it's great to have had his guidance. And I think the main thing from his point of view, and everyone at Korg really, is just to make it as authentic as possible, but then bring in maybe a few things that might help in modern day production. So things like adding MIDI, which obviously wasn't invented back in that time, USB, and also bring in some presets which were actually on the 3200, but not the 3300. So we've kind of taken a bit of poetic license with that to make it a bit more convenient to use. But having an amazing synth like this with presets is fantastic, because it enables you to kind of harness all of that amazing power and have it there, push of a button. So, and with the MIDI and USB, it means you can obviously then record very easily as well in modern day production technique. So it's just
very, very cool.
I'm still blown away myself, to be honest. I'm actually standing here in front of it. It's just incredible.
For the development team, it's been a journey since. This has been also a way for our engineers to pass on their knowledge, their know-how on analog synthesizers. So the original, as Luke said, the original designer of the synthesizer, Fumio Maeda, is still coming to the office and working on new designs and things every day. So being able to pass on all that knowledge to the new generation of engineers to keep developing analog synthesizers, as we have with the MS-20, as we have with the Mini Korg 700, the new ARPs as well, the Odyssey, the 2600. All of that knowledge kind of has been passed on to the newer generations, and we have been able to recreate what is our, biggest, most iconic synthesizer in the history of Korg. So for us, it is really a highlight.
That's really nice to hear. Before I started recording, I asked you, so when is it chipping? like a kid, and then you gave me a very kind of reality check answer to that.
Yeah, I mean, this, as you know, is going to be made in very limited quantities, so we are still not saying when. It's going to be made on demand, so all we know is that it's going to be later this year, but we don't know exactly when. So we'll keep you posted.
Yeah, and as you said, it's going to be on demand. So you're just going to feel it out. How many people order it?
Yeah.
Do people order, or is it more like people order through your distributors?
Through distributors, because we don't take orders directly, obviously, as a manufacturer. But yeah, it will be depending on, saying, obviously, even making one of these requires a lot of manual work. So it's a slow process because all of this is just like analog and very, very much handmade. So the whole manufacturing process is slow and extremely time consuming. So it's not like we can make a lot of this. So yeah.
But it's so cool that you still go for it and do something. Yeah, this must be like one of these projects that is near and dear to many people's hearts. So probably both for the original engineers and also for the new generation of engineers. Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things that over the years we get asked for it. Oh, bring back the PS33. People don't actually believe that we'll actually do it, and now we've done it. So and that makes me feel quite proud as a person who works for Korg. So yeah.
That's really cool. Well, I'm super curious to hear what it sounds like, and also if you could go through a basic workflow of how the
I'll break the panel down a little bit for you if you like, so you can get a bit of an understanding. So if you think of these 3 modules here as 3 times the same thing, if you like, which are then stackable, and then they're controlled here. This is a little mixer, so that's channel 1, 2 and 3, so that relates to the volumes of these 3 here, and then each one have their own signal flow, if you like. So your waveforms, you've got square wave in there with pulse width as well, which is modulatable, which is great. Your pitch, and then you've got your filter, so cut off and peak, which is like resonance, and then you've got your envelope, attack, decay, sustain, release, and then you've got this section here, which is kind of what gives the 3300 its character, which is called the resonator. And it's a bit like a bandpass filter, so you can actually sculpt out whatever frequencies you want with these controls, and then each module can have a completely different setting because they all have their own resonator, and you can modulate this as well.
When you modulate stuff, do you patch it, or is it pre-patched?
It's pre-patched, but you can repatch it. Yeah. So each section, as you can see, has 2 modulation generators, and then you just use these switches to send it whatever you want to the LFO or the modulator. So it's, although it looks complicated, it looks more complicated than it is because it's kind of 3 times the same thing. But once you start diving in and having a look what's going on in each section, it becomes a bit clearer. You've also got an extra envelope should you want to send a second envelope, say, to the filter separately from the ADSR.
Can that also be sent like in a non-modular way? Is it pre-patched as well?
That's not pre-patched, so you have to patch that one.
Yeah, cool.
But you can patch it to wherever you want. And the other thing which makes this synth special are the temperament adjust knobs. So every single pitch within each module is tunable.
That's
so
really
you can
cool.
do some really cool micro tuning and experimental stuff as well. And that's why some users in particular gravitated toward this particular synth, because it's so hands-on to do that. So
just as a small reminder to myself and to you, all of what he just described here, times 49, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So every key
49
has all of this in itself.
So when you start stacking up the 3 together, it's just wild. It's some of the stuff you can do.
Cool. Let's listen to it. Let's see a couple of sounds.
Yeah. Okay.
Or maybe if you can just go through a little, make a little patch, like a simple one.
Yeah. Let's put my headphones on. So let's see what's going on with this. So these are the volumes. So you can hear that this one is actually the second module we're hearing at the moment. So that's the kind of sound you get from the resonator. You can hear that coming in. And that's already patched to the modulation generator. So.
Nice.
So, and that's just using one of the modules. So, yeah, you can then bring up the levels of the other ones if you want to, and start stacking sounds and just go wild, really. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I would very much like to try it and see what it feels like.
Be my guest.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, nice. And then so if we were to mess with the that's really cool.
It's just so nice to have it there.
Yeah, it's just straight there, and it's per. Okay, cool. So we got.
So imagine if you have different temperaments layered together.
Yeah. So now I've detuned it. Bring up the second one. Let's see if we have control here. I don't know. Okay. Try some sort of modulation, maybe something noise like, see what happens, and this will send it to amplitude.
Yeah, and this will send it to filter.
So on will be,
yeah, that's
little noise there. Custom temperament adjustment.
Yeah. You've also got another level here.
Okay.
So.
An overtone. I don't know, with some sort of vibrato. So fine. Cool. Modulate this. How's the speed of? Is that?
Oh no,
the
sorry,
speed?
this one.
Cool. button be reset on a key?
Maybe by
Control?
patching.
Maybe. Cool. I want to change the patch now to have different, let's see. I want to use. Hold on a second. Okay, let's do this. Just gonna. Do the same on this. And then I'm gonna have two different tempi. I'm gonna just swap around a bit. So now this will be gone probably.
Try some of the presets.
Wow, that's sick. I think it's these soft sounds, they sound so beautifully soft.
Yeah. I think that's where it really shines.
Yeah.
That's where
Nice. Yeah, thank you so much for doing this. I think it sounds absolutely beautiful. It's a little bit noisy here, but I think it's, yeah, as I kind of discovered, it really shines in this softer territory, while also sounding really sharp and cool in the sharp territory as well. It's an insane. I mean, whoever buys something like this, it's for a specific reason, for a specific person. And yeah, you know who you are, probably. It's insane. What a project.
Well, thanks for coming to try it. And, yeah, hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Thank you. Just signing out.